Hi, if this is your first time coming across my video, thank you so much for stopping by. Kindly hit on the subscribe button. In today's tutorial, we're going to be learning how to make this beautiful dress, how to draft and how to cut it using a freehand method. No pattern drafting for this tutorial, so let's get started. So guys, to make this dress, you will need a complete 6 yards of African print and 2 yards of crepe material. I will draw a straight line at the upper part. This will serve as my chest line. Now remove whatever inch you want for your off shoulder. I remove 7 inch for my client off shoulder. So you place your tape exactly at the inch you want to remove, then come down by bust point and under bust with your waistline plus 1 inch for stitching allowance. Okay. So after marking, I'll use my straight ruler to connect those lines to give me a straight line. I'll label the chest line, bust point, under bust and waistline. The next thing I want to do now is to mark half of my nipple to nipple by 2 plus half inch. The nipple to nipple was 8, half of it is 4 plus half inch since we are cutting directly on the fabric. So after marking, I'll use my ruler to extend it. So the next thing I want to do is to tighten the under bust. So my client bust measurement is 42, so I went in on the side going towards the center front by 1 inch. So I will have to connect with my curve rule just like this. Then I'm also going to subtract 1 inch on the other side. Then I'll connect to the bust point, as you can see. Just extend it like so. So the next thing you want to do now is to come out here by 2 inch if you are bursty. If you're not bursty, mark 1.5, and on the other side where I marked 1 inch, if you're not bursty, mark half inch. Okay, so after connecting the cup shape, I will also subtract 1 inch on the other side and connect. Once I'm done with that, I'll mark quarter of the bust measurement. I'll replace the dart I have there plus 2 inch of seam allowance. At the waistline, I'll mark quarter of the waist measurement. You measure what you have there. Mine was 3 inch. I'll replace it back, then 1.5 inch or 2 inch for seam allowance. Go ahead and connect. So once you are done with that, the next you want to do is to note your quarter of bust measurement. Subtract your off shoulder and come down by your armhole depth. For this armhole, I marked 8.5. So I had to connect from that point to the armhole. Just make a curve. Then after that, I also came in by 1 inch. I just want to make sure I don't have any caping after making this dress. So once I'm done with that, I'll just go ahead and cut the side, the upper part and the hemline. The excess, I'll cut it out. So I'll use the front piece to cut the back piece. As you can see, cut exactly what you have here, just this way. So after cutting, I will keep the back piece aside, then cut the bustier I already drafted. So after cutting, you notch your under bust. Okay, so now coming down to the back piece, just mark 1 inch for your zip allowance if you want zip. If you don't want, you can minus some inches for your lacing bar. So also add your quarter of bust measurement plus 1.5 inch or 2 inch for seam allowance. Do the same thing on the waistline. So from that zip allowance side on the waistline, I went up by 1 inch. So I'll just slant it into the other side. Okay, then I'll cut it out. This is to make sure I don't have any boredness after attaching the zip. Do you get? So now that I'm done with this, the next thing I want to do now is to mark the neck width. Okay, so for the neck width, I went in by 4 inch right after the zip allowance line. Just mark 4 inch and they are good to go. Once you mark it, just connect it. You can see how I did it now. So this is what I have here after it's done. So now I'm cutting the wording. Okay, we are going to use wording for the making of this dress. So just watch what I'm going to do here. I'll just cut it out. Make sure it's on a fold your wording. Then you place the side front. Go ahead and cut it out just like you see me did. Same thing goes to the center front. Just ensure you place your wording exactly on the other bust. It needs to stop there. Then go ahead and cut it out. Don't forget to subtract half inch from the top of your wording. Okay, So the next thing I want to do is to iron a stay on the three piece I have here. I'll just iron a stay as you can see, then also iron your wording. After ironing your a stay, you iron your wording. Okay, so this is the skirt part of this dress. So I want to cut both the front and back together. So subtract your half length. The half length I'm working with is 18 inch, so I subtract 18 inch as you can see. And from the shoulder to where I want the flat to start is 40 inch plus 1 inch for stitching allowance. Half inch will be for the joining of the flare and half inch will be for the joining of the half length you get. So from the waistline I came down by 8 inch. Then after marking, I will mark quarter of the waist measurement at the upper part plus 1.5 inch seam allowance. At the hip area, I marked quarter of the hip measurement plus 1.5 inch for seam allowance. You can also mark 2 inch for seam allowance if you need enough allowance. Okay, then connect from the waist to the hip. After connecting, I measured what I had there in total. So at the hemline there, I subtracted 1.5 inch, then I marked what I had left. Okay, since we are attaching a flare to it, it needs to be a little bit fitted, so not too hot sharp but just a little bit. So after connecting, I went ahead to cut it out and also cut the excess I have at the hem part. So now that I'm done with this, next thing I want to do is to repeat the same thing I did at the center back of the upper part. So just go down by 1 inch from the center back of the skirt part you get, go down by 1 inch, then slant it into the other side and trim it out. Okay, notch your zip allowance and also mark the wrong side of the fabric and slash from the center back. Okay, in my next tutorial I will share with you guys on how to achieve this style at the upper part, how to cut the both flare, and also how to achieve the side gather, how to place it and all of that. So I will share with you guys on how to go about the making of the dress in my next tutorial. This video is already getting so much long, so I do not want to waste so much of your time. So if you don't want to miss that, kindly hit on subscribe button so that YouTube will notify you once I upload the part 2 of this video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in my next one.